Welcome to the Dirt Podcast.
Well, guys, we are at Rick Ensing's shop, which is Team Ensing Racing. Mm-hmm. That name has a little bit of history from the racing that you did before drag racing, right? Or internally, but
yeah, we've done a lot of different racing.
You've done a lot of different. This is Rick Ensing, aka Ricky Bobby.
Yeah,
which I can show you that on the car here in a little bit.
I don't know where that Ricky Bobby come from. I'm like,
he doesn't know what to do with his hands, guys.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna do a little video here, and then we're gonna talk about tonight on the dirt, which is gonna be podcast number 3.
Cool. Number 3.
Rick's the star of our show. So,
Rick, all right.
Team Ensing Racing started years ago, but the name that comes up for me is the circle track stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
we raced at
you and
Berlin.
Gabe did that.
Yeah.
Was it just Gabe or did Matt race?
Yeah, CRA car. Yeah.
Okay.
Before that, we raced shifter carts.
Okay, that's right.
I figured out real soon it was like I need to have the kid race on me. So,
You're a little too competitive, I think. Maybe.
no, my head felt like it was going to fall off after a few laps with the shifter cart.
Oh,
so,
the G-forces and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they're wild. Yeah. So,
but this is just a few guys hanging around. We got Dell over here.
Yeah.
He's the camera won't let me go that way, but say hi, Dell.
Hi.
We're just going to take a little tour around here and check out Rick's fun spot, I guess you could call it. All the cool stuff is here. So
yeah, we're kind of in the process of changing the car up.
Yeah, let's go over here and look at
we
that.
can talk about the car. We can see a couple blowers on the floor there.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever had a screw blower. It's kind of like a dream of mine to have one, and Rick has not one, but 1, 2, 3. And here's the best part: it's a different kind of screw blower.
Yes.
Tell me about the color difference. I know that.
This it's a coating that they apply to it.
Are they always different like that, or is it?
Yeah, it
just
seems like all of them ones I've looked at, but it's like this is a D rotor. It's not the Outlaw. This is more the NHRA legal.
This looks a lot like the rotors in our Whipple. Is that right?
Yeah, we'll take a look down in those rotors too in a minute. But the D rotor, it's kind of funny. I bought the thing. I said, well, I may save 25 pounds, and because I'm trying to put the car on a bit of a diet. I put myself on a diet, so I must put the car on a diet. And that was like, I think it was a 41 pounds. Don't be exact.
The difference?
Yeah,
okay.
40 pounds difference in that blower. So
that's a big difference when it comes to racing.
I'm hoping this blower comes on a little softer. Those Whipples come on really hard. So
yes, they do.
And
they're no joke. And this isn't and correct me if I'm wrong, this isn't just to like straight out be faster. This is to help you control the car so you can be faster.
Manage tire speed.
Because those blowers are a lot.
Oh yeah.
Make a lot more steam.
Oh
honestly.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're outlawed in the NHRA in mid '90s.
Right.
But I mean, they're just bulletproof pieces.
Yeah.
These actually take a lot more service.
They do.
Time, and they have to get sent in for recertifications. You cannot certify those blowers.
Because nobody will let you run them anyway, right?
Well,
Is that the reasoning?
just in the outlaw world.
Okay.
You can run those.
But we're dirt guys.
The
We're outlaws.
PDRA, I think, might, and some of these guys. But yeah. But you put a blanket on them, and you can still use them. They're good pieces. There's a couple differences in the two blowers. There's the R model on the left and the A model on the right.
And the difference is obvious looking at it, but if anybody doesn't know, it's the way the air goes in, right?
Yep. It's that built-in hat, which is really nice for altered, funny cars, door cars, stuff like that.
Being able
so
to
they're
see.
pretty sought after.
Yeah.
I was the first one to ever put a lap on that blower.
That's right.
Never
even had oil in it.
Never had oil in it.
That's a pretty good story.
Yeah, so I put a few passes on it, and then started changing stuff.
Tell everybody why you took it off.
I just wasn't so pretty, on a dragster.
You didn't like the way it looked.
Yeah. I guess I kind of.
Rick's all about looks.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
No, it was like, this is a good piece for sure.
Yeah.
It actually popped a little more boost than that other one.
Did it really?
Yeah. Yeah, average of 3 to 4 pounds is what they claim on them.
I think you told me it was going to be better, but I never really asked about it. But
But yeah, we're over here working on some other stuff too. Changing the fuel system up. As most of you guys know, we were electronic fuel injection on it, on the lower and the top half. And basically, when you put the boost on, if you're running a single regulator, so if we're running 50 pounds of boost and we got our pressure set at 90, we've already dropped to like 40 pounds.
because of the atmospheric pressure in the blower, you're fighting against that.
Fighting against that.
Yep.
And so now we're adding dual regulators and a dual fuel pump. It's a double cavity fuel pump.
That's your most recent work of art. People can't really see it, but that block of aluminum was literally a block of aluminum before you started on it.
Yeah, we got a mill that's made a lot of race car parts. In the back.
For both of us.
Yeah, Dave Earl. A lot of guys will remember Dave Earl.
Before you even got it, Dave.
Yeah, he was an artist. I'm an amateur when it comes to him on that mill, so we'll show you that. But there's a lot of history. So if some of you guys don't know, Dave's recently moved into a assisted living home in Spring Lake. Unfortunately, he's got a bad case of Alzheimer's. Still a fairly young guy.
He's a great guy too.
And so a lot of history. A lot of legends
He's built
were made.
tons of race cars, hasn't he, and parts and stuff?
Yep, he's worked on stuff for Jeff.
Jeff Lutz?
No, Jeff down in Louisiana.
Oh,
he owns the track.
Dio.
Deal. Yeah, something. Yeah,
he's got that three-wheeler
nitro
bike.
Yeah, I actually got stuff stored on that mill that he's made.
Oh, no,
and Mike Goodell and Dan Nienhuis and Pat stuff in there. There's a lot of history in that mill, so it's kind of cool.
It does a good job. You've always been able to whip stuff out and make it for me too. But
so we just so we're running the dual regulator now, so we can have one that'll have a boost sense gauge to it. So that will bring that fuel pressure back to 90 as the boost pressure increases. To finish the story on that.
Because for people that don't understand, there's a different atmospheric pressure inside the hat than there is inside the combustion chamber.
But we just started out. It was all manual, had a magneto on it, all that stuff, and then we did one thing. We went to the coils, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then we added a fuel injection. Doug complains about me. I'm constantly changing everything. But,
if you don't like the way this car looks, wait a minute, because it will be different soon.
If you're not trying something new, you're doing the same thing every day.
Yeah, I get it. I am impressed with how ambitious you are in this car.
So we had a 3-speed Turbo 400 in here, and I was trying to get the motor back to compensate for the lack of traction. But it was kind of a combination of weight on the back, but then also tire speed. We have not been able to put a good control on the automatic on tire speed. So I guess we're going to change it again.
Wait a minute, what? Just kidding.
So we're going to put the Lenko and a clutch back in it. So
we before we get too far, we have to show them the pieces that you cut out of the car, because I don't think everyone knows what you just changed recently before this big change. So
there's about 10 inches right in here, right in this area here.
It was 10 inches longer right there.
Yep. So we just chopped 10 inches out of the car. Actually, I just threw the parts in the dumpster the other day. So
I got pictures of them. I'll insert them right here.
Yeah. And so we chopped 10 inches out, and the car really started reacting well. But it's still got some tremendous tire speed. You can watch some of the videos of Doug and me running, and my dirt's going straight back. Doug's just going nice in the air. He's hooking up,
And a lot of that has to do with the final drive ratio back here. Rick's got a different rear end than what we do. A lot tougher rear end. But with my transmission and what Rick's going to down here, we'll have a reducer.
So some of you guys that don't recognize that transmission, that's that 12-bolt Mark Williams.
Oh, the rear end?
Not 12-bolt, 12
inch.
Tell
them approximately what a ring gear costs for that.
I think the last one was $3,200, but then you got to get the other parts.
I thought you gave me a different number for what you would, if you want one made.
But then the installation and stuff like that.
I thought there was one that was $11,000 for.
So it was kind of an interesting story. I called up and talked to the guys at Mark Williams, and come to find out, I kind of knew ahead of time because of a guy named Jim Kyle that is probably the foremost expert on the blowers in the country. He actually says, he says they make these 583 ring and pinions for Disney. So actually Disney's putting them in the ride and the housings.
Oh, really?
But the pinion's ground different size, so it needs a different bearing. So, and then and it was kind of interesting, kind of going through the process. Worked with Travis at Mark Williams, real nice, super sharp guy on that stuff. And we found out that we'd have to actually modify that housing. So I'm like going, man, it's like a $20,000 rear end.
And we don't even know if that would work.
Yeah,
this is all experimental.
And then I talked to Carmack. He builds those billet rear ends.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I don't know. He says, that's probably not a great idea if you put a 583 in there because you're sporting a fair amount of horsepower. And he says you could end up actually breaking that pretty easy. So, you know, as ring and pinions, the higher you go, the smaller the stuff.
And we don't want to gamble $11,000 ring and pinion for
rear end, so I don't want to do that. So it's like, you know what? Let's just throw that back in. We're trying to get the car ready, scrambling. Got a new engine block coming for it. That'll take another 30 pounds or 25 to 30 pounds out of the car.
Yep.
I'm
another
taking
Brad Anderson motor?
Yeah, the short deck Brad Anderson block. And then we're pulling the batteries out of the car, and we're putting it on a pretty good diet. So.
Not going to run batteries or just moving them?
I'm going to run one small battery, a 16-volt battery to fire the ignition and stuff like that.
So you'll plug in to fire the ar up and then unplug it? Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Now I just got to talk my wife into doing it. It's like, because when we head out to California, I'll be limited on help possibly at some of the races. Mike Goodell's going to go out with us. He's going to bring his car. So.
And if we're not in competition against each other, we help each other quite a bit at the track. You and I do. And everybody's pretty much that way. But when it comes down to competition, Rick don't even look my way. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
You're always helping us. We're always helping.
Yeah. No, I don't know. If you don't help your fellow racer, it's like, who are you going to race?
Yeah.
You know, if they're broke, you got to get them on the track.
I'll be honest, that's why I love the sport, is because of the family that we gained from doing it.
I mean, it's like if I don't have Doug out there, who do I beat on?
That's right. That's right. That's his story, guys.
Yeah. And I'm sticking to it.
And he's sticking to it.
Yeah. So, but no, it's just kind of, it's fun. I mean,
are you saying you can't talk Dell into going to California with us?
He might. He might. He's got a big might on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
big might.
Is it, or is it he that might, or you might not let him because he wears the Grinch shirt?
You know, it was kind of not a warm reception when he came in with that shirt.
Oh, yeah. Rick's a little salty about the Grinch merch, so.
Yeah. Not really.
Not really.
Just, it's a game.
We have a fun
game we all play.
back and forth between the two of us.
Yeah, just gonna have to pull rear end out and change a bunch of stuff. Old rotors in it. Those are pretty rare rotors. I think Pat's got one. There's a few guys, but they're pretty impervious to anything. This here blower's actually an A model. We talked about it earlier. You can see the rotors in that big guy.
Yeah, and those, I think I asked you earlier, are they white or are they aluminum color?
They're aluminum color.
Okay, so they're not
those
colored.
Those things are unbelievable as far as quality. I think I put a picture of them on the internet with a for sale on them.
And that was,
Yeah.
you were the first one to put any passes on that, and I think maybe around 10 passes.
Maybe 10 passes on
Because there was never any oil in it.
No, never been oil. So I was the first one to ever get to use it.
Look at these collection of pulleys he's starting now.
Yeah, well, we're switching out. Like I said, we're switching out to that, from that 8 millimeter to the 14 millimeter.
Yep,
So
that's the 14 mil there.
Yeah.
These might be for sale, but don't sell them yet because you might go back. You never know.
Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah. The one bowl is not for sale, but there's more pulleys down here. But,
Oh my, there's a whole box of them
in
there.
the trailer. So
I have a few pulleys for what I need, but
yeah. So,
there's the friction center.
Yep. So we're gonna go to this clutch. I was just measuring. This clutch was from 2002. Ted Laronis actually bought it, and I was doing some measuring on it. Thing's in really nice shape.
Yeah, it looks great.
Pat Goodell that was Pat Goodell's clutching his
Yeah.
car, which was Pat Goodell's car before I bought it.
Who owned both of our cars before we bought them.
Motorsport.
It's Pat Goodell that is the reason we both are in as deep as we are with these things, at least.
Yeah.
Show us the famous mill.
Okay, this mill is the mill that was Dave Earl actually owned, and it's got all the programming. If you kind of look at it real quick, you see like you go into the program and you can load load a program. You can see all these different files in here from
something
Jeff
he's
down there
done
in Louisiana, and it just goes on and on. All Dave Earl's files, it's pretty crazy. People from Mike Goodell to you name it, they're all in there.
They're all in there.
Yeah.
Someday.
It's unreal.
That's amazing. Show me that wrench that you were talking about. So we missed it on the other.
He said to me when I bought this stuff from him, all this tooling and all that stuff, he says, "This is the first thing I ever made."
Look at that.
And it's like, that's
cool?
the coolest thing.
That is the coolest thing.
Yeah, but like you said, Dave's now moved in assisted living. He's got the Alzheimer's. He's great to still have a conversation with. Sometimes he just don't remember things.
Yeah, that's all right.
Awesome. We have to go over to Spring Lake and visit.
Yeah, I want to go visit him with you. I love that guy. I was just talking to him last year at the track. He would come up there and watch his grandson race and everything. So
this is the lathe we picked up. We picked 3 lathes up at this meeting. We created 2 good ones out of the 3.
Okay.
So Doug was over here using it the other day when I was up north building parts for.
I actually know how to run it a little bit.
Yeah. So I travel welder.
Yep. Me and Rick bought twin travel welders so we can never be without it. And now nothing breaks what we take them with us. That's the big thing.
So no, it's
this is the shop. This is where Rick spends nearly every single day of the calendar year, except for when he goes takes his wife to Florida or Arizona.
Or me and Doug go to Lane Automotive.
Or we go to Lane Automotive quite a bit, don't we?
Or Travis,
We go to see Travis Oaks.
616 Motorsports.
Yep. He's the guy.
He's the dude.
Yep.
He's great. And then you got Jay Wire that comes to the racetrack. You got to promote Jay Wire.
Jay Blanchard. He wires race cars.
Yeah. And he's helped Doug out. He's been over to Doug. He's been a lot of places.
Yep.
So.
He gets around. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
He's good people, for sure. So
right?
He enjoys it. This first time, I brought him, the first time he ever was to sand track.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow. And then TJ Grimes, too, from Baker Engineering.
I remember when you had TJ there.
Like, holy shit, I had no idea.
When you had your buggy, right?
What's that?
You had your buggy.
Yeah, had that buggy.
I remember
John McCall's running that buggy.
Yeah.
He built that buggy quite a few years
Yeah,
ago.
the year I got my Grinch was the year you were starting to race it, I think.
Yeah.
We both
we
kind of got out in the sand world again. This is your second time around for sand
I
racing.
think I kind of talked you into going over the racetrack a little bit and kind of getting involved with it a bit.
It could very well be. I know I went to the hill climb with my side-by-side, and I'm like, ooh, this looks like fun. So after that, I started looking for a car.
Yeah, so me and Doug go back a bit. He would actually come over for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Now he's got such a big family, he don't make it no more. But
no, I actually was hoping to get invited this year, but because we don't have kids on Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay.
But
you and
just Esther and I. Yeah, but the kids the last few years I'd been plowing snow.
Yeah, as long as Esther ain't putting up a barn or something.
You never know. She could be raising a barn.
Yeah,
because she's Amish.
My kids. My little boy started that Amish thing.
Because her name's Esther, and that seems Amish.
Yeah, it seems Amish. So.
And Gabe actually does look Amish when he grows his beard.
Yeah, my son Gabe.
Yeah. What do you got hiding over here?
Oh, we got back here. We got my son Matt's dry strip.
Oh yeah.
In the process of taking a blower off in it. And the nitrous, he's got all that nitrous stuff he's getting rid of over there.
For sale, guys. Hit me up. Yeah. I'll get you the right information. I do know because I'm the one that...
The blower sold last night.
The blower did sell.
Yeah,
good deal.
Going. So,
I do know for a fact because I was involved in the design of everything that merch is coming for this. The car is called the Incredible Hulkster, and it will be for sale soon.
Yeah,
so.
But he's still running the goat. So, the whole... We'll have to tell you a story about him and the goat. I have always called, everybody, hey, stump jumping, goat roping hillbillies.
Exactly.
And it's like, and then we're just goat roping around and it's just kind of caught on. It doesn't really mean nothing.
No, it's just something inside joke for our friends and family.
It's just fun. Yeah,
Yep.
It's just fun. So now we have the goat.
So this was a LS. Yeah, I forgot. It wasn't an LSA. I forgot the blower. What was the blower though?
Oh, I don't know if it was a Magnuson.
Yeah, it was a small blower, and Matt's going to turbo now.
Yeah. Funny part, Matt Willis actually said, "Hey, it looks like you got nitrous coming out of your motor." Well, the intake had come loose.
Right out of the back here.
Yeah. Well, no, the intake manifold's right here.
Oh,
these bolts come loose,
no.
and it was under boost and nitrous. It was blowing it out the side.
Wow.
So that's kind of
Well,
interesting.
now you know the things you know, right?
Yep. Grandson's car.
Yep. Levi's
from
car.
Montana. Doug was out there when that car got picked up.
Yeah, the Lloyds. We went out there, and I got to meet the Lloyd family, and those are friends of yours from way back.
Yeah, Dwayne Allen, Larry, Sharon.
Yep.
Larry Scott.
Larry's the dad.
Yep, and Kelly, and just a great group.
They're great people.
They're huge racers. Larry is, I think maybe 82 or something like that. He generally wins his class every year.
He still races?
He still races.
Oh, wow. I didn't.
He's got a Chevelle.
I knew Dwayne had a car. I didn't know Larry himself was sorry. That's cool. Well, keep up the good work, Larry.
Families that race together stay together.
That's right.
I don't know. So.
And we talked a little bit about it. I don't know if it got chopped off, but the community of what we all do together is the big push for me to be a part of this, because everybody will do anything for anyone, and it's just great. But tell me about this little gem.
That thing, we actually commissioned a guy like over 4 years ago to build us a car.
Rick and I both did this.
Yeah, paid him a lot of money.
Yep.
Got a lot of promises, no delivery.
That's right.
He's got my money. I don't. I got a bunch of cars.
We got a pile of steel.
Chopped up stuff.
Yeah. I have a car just like this, only mine did get powder coated and the body's mounted on it, but not much else is done.
So it was kind of a pretty raw deal.
Yeah, if you guys
people are after him right now. So.
Yeah, he's got lawsuit after lawsuit right now. So
me personally, I just like moving on. So
yeah,
we got other things to do.
I can't live in those kind of stressful places.
No, we're racing sand now. So
yeah, we're racing sand.
Asphalt things.
Yeah, actually, I kind of should thank Chris for screwing me over for so long, because I wouldn't be running a top alcohol dragster now if my car was done. So my wife reminds me of that. And then the one little thing that no one's really said anything about. What about this guy?
Well, we ended up buying a stack of trailers, so I'm going, hey, my pickup truck won't haul that stack of trailers real well, and we don't want to take the motor home every place, so I started building a bed on the back of the thing, ollie over Bill, obviously.
Typically, usually that happens.
So we got to finish that up. That's the fall thing.
Yep, it'll get done when race car things are done.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time. That'll give us something to chat about tonight on the dirt.
All right.
So be there, be square. Well, welcome everybody to the dirt number 3, take 2, because we had a little recording problems, and I'm not afraid to throw myself out there and admit that I do things wrong. But we have our normal staff here. You don't get paid, do you, trainer? I don't think
not
you get
yet.
paid. You're part of the staff. You and Chum. Everybody knows John Trainer and Kyle Elliott. We have 2 special guests on here: Rick Ensing, John Sorg, and one at a time. Rick, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into sand drag racing and how you know all these guys here?
Oh yeah, me and John Sorg go way back, way back, huh, John?
Like
Way
diapers?
back.
Like when one of you was in diapers, or no?
Well, it depends. I think I got out of them before Rick did, but that's here nor there.
No, Rick's back in them now.
Oh, the gloves are off, John. So he is the ultimate hammerhead. That's what we all called him for years.
Oh, them's fighting words, because
They are.
Oh, but we raced like some 40 years ago. We actually was at the first Silver Lake opening. And
You were one of those guys, weren't you, Rick?
Yeah, my wife used to work in a tower. We had Matt, our oldest son. He was 2 weeks old. She was back in the tower with him. running timing lights and stuff like that. So I got him and his kids racing there. And we did a lot of things in between from sand racing. We raced CRA series, go karts, shifter karts, I don't know, boating, all kinds of goofy things we did.
Anything with a motor, right?
Yeah, it's nice to be back. I mean, I forgot all the camaraderie. There's nothing like the sand race guys. They're a lot of fun. I mean, it's not like cutthroat. So the roundy round world was pretty cutthroat, so there's usually a fight every night. So it's a different world. I really enjoy it. Kind of relax more now.
The difference is around the dirt track, we fight to see who can help the guy first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a big difference, but yeah, we go way back. Me and John Sorg do. We were in a campground together. Me and his dad was the best of friends, and so John was a naughty little shit back when he was younger.
Really?
Yeah, he was a troubled child. He was. One time he just bugged the shit out of me. He'd always want to wrestle. So we actually took some duct tape. I did, and taped him to a tree. I was getting so sick of him one day, So, and I think everybody just really enjoyed it. They were really happy that we tied John down for a moment. So, yeah,
that would be fun to see. Honestly,
yeah.
Can we do that again sometime?
I don't know.
I think he put more of the struggle up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sean Roth, he was in the campground too. Some of you know Sean.
I love Sean.
He was always a really nice kid, and we actually taped him up too because he kind of felt left out. So you'll remember
he thought it was cool. He thought it was a cool thing to do.
Well, yeah. if his best friend John Sorg was hanging from a tree somewhere taped up, and he walked up, he wanted to be right there with you, didn't he? That's a good friend right there, is what that is.
Yeah.
So Rick, were you at the very first race at the track? Do you remember?
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, we were racing on the sand dunes, and they started up, and Don Snyder.
Yeah.
All the guys. Yep, we were there.
Because there was like 35 entrants that day, and Stan Roth, I believe, was one of them. My dad, you, and at the original grand opening of Silver Lake Sand Dragway at that time.
Yeah. We were sponsored by Apple Tree Automotive back then, and Stu Spears at the chassis shop, ProWorks. So we had a ride from him. So
was that when were the wheels still stone then, or what kind of wheels did you run?
Yeah,
I know, right? Well, when Flintstone was in the tower.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, John Sorg? You got anything you can tell us about yourself? Like have you been racing in the dirt for a minute or not?
Well, it kind of ties into Rick. It goes way back to where the track started. Like I said, there was 35 entrants that day, and my dad was one of them, and I happened to probably be drug along, and I was hooked, man. I mean, I remember up in the cherry trees that we had the scales in and everything, and then in 1993 it was my turn. I turned 16, and then I was hooked. I mean, I was hooked before I could drive.
Was there a limit for racing back then? Did they have kids races in the early days or no?
They started it the year after I turned 16.
Of course.
So I kind of got robbed in my childhood.
Might have been a reason. Might have been a reason for that.
Could have been. They didn't want to get beat.
Did that start your growth at all?
It probably did. I think that's part of the thing that really got to me, Princess.
It's just talking tonight.
John, have you ever won anything in your racing career? I mean,
I won like a couple point series championships in recent time in Silverback. I won my first one in 2003, then in 2013, and then 2023, 2024, and 2025.
I mean, but who's counting, right?
Well, who's counting that? I mean, and we won't count wins or nothing in there. But, I'll be honest, I've been blessed with a great career doing this, and the friends and everything I've met along the road like you guys, even though we harassed each other, I love you guys, but wouldn't trade it for the world, really.
No way. We miss you when you're not here most days. Usually you come around more in this time of year, and I don't know if you got a girlfriend or whatever, but we haven't seen much of you lately. So
hey man, I'm working it. I'm working my magic. It takes time for the process.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that gives us a little background on you guys. Trainer, I mean, they know you and I, and they know Chum pretty much because this is our 3rd episode on here. But you got anything to add?
No, not really.
I want to make sure you at least have had 2 or 3 glasses of wine before this starts. So
I've had almost a bottle.
okay, good.
All right,
We got to get
prime time.
pump lubricated. So
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
well, we did a video that everybody here's watched at Ricky's shop yesterday, and I thought we maybe could talk about a little bit what you guys saw. If there's anything you want to ask Rick about, or Rick, if you want to talk about anything, we just go one at a time. And there's a whole lot of blowers on the net shop. I feel like he could probably fund a small Ethiopian country with the blowers that were in that shop. If he sold
right.
You had something laying on the back of your semi. I noticed in your video. It looked a lot like a drivetrain setup that isn't in your car currently, but could be going into your car soon.
Yeah.
What is that, Rick? What do you got going on there? I didn't think those things would work very well for you.
I was going to the dark side, getting rid of the automatics. I've been through two different automatics and just trying to control the tire speed. We got plenty of motor. It's just trying to get it on the ground right now. I spent quite a bit of time talking to Jim Hammond out in what's like Havasu out there.
Yeah.
You guys know him. And he's giving me a few pointers here and there today. Yep.
Well, if he gives you pointers, you better listen because he rocks. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So if nobody noticed it in the video that you just watched, because all of our viewers are going to watch that same video before they see this. It's a friction setup. It's a triple disc clutch, which is completely different than what Rick's running fluid drive right now, automatic transmissions, and he's going to go to a clutch, which I don't think anyone ever said he should do that from the get go or anything. But
no, nobody would do that.
Yeah, we did. I want to try something different. If you don't try something, you're not moving.
He inherited the Hammerhead name for a reason.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were the one.
Oh, no. That was my dad named you that.
Yeah. Might have been.
Don't make me separate you two. And in my computer, you're next to each other. If you need me to put Trainer
don't make me come over there and
I started on clutch and I wanted to try an automatic. Never raced a car with an automatic ever. We had a few clutch cars, and then I had a little success with a sand rail that we put together a while back with the automatic. I thought, hey, we'll try it in this thing, and probably not the thing to do exactly. So
I just don't think the technology is quite there yet to handle that. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's a lot of power to drive through an automatic.
Yeah, I broke one. I broke a 400. Still waiting for the results of what broke in the thing, but it went to instant neutral. So power glide's been hanging in there. Got that ATI power glide, something they put together. So
what are you breaking on those?
I think we broke the mid shaft on that 400. That's what we broke. So ATI's been hanging in there. That's their 3,500 horsepower version.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that the biggest version they carry?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Most people say 3,000. They're claiming 3,500. So, I mean, it hung in there so far this year. But
yeah.
And we've been on a couple tracks that hook. We were at the fair. The fairgrounds was a very hooking track, and Brookville was. So,
which blew my mind because the fairgrounds was dry as a bone that night.
Yeah,
it hooked hard.
That was amazing.
109 down, didn't we, Doug?
Yep.
Down there in Brookville. So,
Are you talking about 60 foot? It's 109.
yeah, 60 foot. Yeah.
Did you too, Rick?
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
a long line. That was a personal
Nice.
best with that car so far. So, but I was talking to Hammond out there. He's in the 9s at times at different tracks. So I got a ways to go.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because he seems to, just watching live feeds and stuff, he seems to struggle a little bit at Dome right now.
Yep. Yeah, he was telling me some of the tracks aren't what they used to be today. But he watches these podcasts. Heck of a nice guy to spend some time talking to. A lot of knowledge. He's been doing.
I'm looking forward to meeting him. Hopefully this winter or this, in March when we go out there.
Yeah. I told him I was talking about him last night, but the video went bad, so I'll plug him again today. So.
Well, like you said, he's a good guy. When we were out we met him at the Puerto Rico versus USA deal, and super guy. Brian Suggs is a super great guy. Helped us out. So, like you said, it's really cool when you can call up somebody and talk on the other side of the country about stuff, and then go meet them in person, and they'll give up everything to help you out.
Yeah. Some of the
it's kind of like all dirt racers, I feel like, or most of them.
It really is.
Corey Mack's getting back into it. Remember him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting back into a sand car too. Jim told me.
Is he gonna drive the Pro Mod again?
I'm not sure what he's driving, but sounds like he's got a new ride. So he's going to come play in the sand. Looking forward to catching up to him. I never met him, talked to him on the phone over the years, and that was it.
So John Trainer.
Yeah.
Kind of like my brother from another mother. We're both truckers. We both go out there and lay it on the line with minimal budgets and trying to, have some fun out there. What do you think about Rick's shop? Pretty nice.
That's pretty cool setup. I like that.
He's got everything you need.
Everything but a
You get a machine shop.
Did you hear what he just said?
Oh,
No.
I didn't.
Everything but a Peterbilt.
Yeah.
Oh,
hooting on the Kenworth, huh? Oh,
I love that. That makes me laugh.
Can you take that, Doug? You got Kenworths.
I do, but I've always I've got a soft spot for Peterbilts, man. They're cool trucks. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
John, you had. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. We were talking the other night, and I wanted to get back on this before we forgot about it. Rick, you were going into the tire thing about Scat Track, and who was in the works with that?
What's it? Pro Gary Baker from help me out there.
Power Pro.
Power Pro. Yep, Gary Baker was telling me that they're kind of trying to wind down all at Scat, and they're having a hard time. They're not buying no Kevlar right now, and I guess it's getting supplied out of Canada. And I think the molds, don't quote me exactly on this, the molds are coming out of Canada. So I guess there's a guy named Steve. I don't know his last name. Just some people are kind of guessing at that. Nothing super official yet, but they're talking about moving that operation into Canada, and then they'll distribute out of Sault Ste. Marie, up there and by the Sioux Locks,
That'd be fabulous.
So I guess the guys from California are going to start paying the shipping costs, right? And we'll have the luxury of that. But it's just a matter of flat getting tires. It's been rough over the last few years. Right now, I'm looking for a set of tires. If anybody knows, I'm looking for a set of 22 scoops, 17 5s, 16s. So anybody knows, holler at me. So that's for looking for tires.
Rick, what's the diameter though that you're looking for?
36.
36. Okay, I didn't hear that part at first. So.
I didn't say
What do you got on there now?
I got those are bigger diggers in there on that car right now behind me.
Okay.
What are your super scoops that you run?
Yeah, what are your super scoops?
They're 20 paddle on a 17 5 16.
Oh, you want a 22?
Yeah, I want a 22, but at Silver Lake we were spinning the tires so hard we ripped the paddle, and so they're on their last leg pretty much.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think I need to try your other 36s that you've got, the 17 wide or the little narrower ones.
Yeah. Brett
Maybe
Shelton. He was asking about those too. So I'm like going, right now it's kind of like hard to let them go without knowing, you know. So
Yeah.
So I might end up hauling those out to California because it's going to hook a lot harder. They say they have a tough time with the bigger diggers out there. So, yeah. So, well, I guess they don't have a hard time. They just, like Jim was saying, he don't like them. So
They hook.
Yeah, they should pull you down at the top end too, a little bit too, don't they?
yeah, you don't have the top end with those bigger diggers. So,
Right.
yeah. Yeah. But at Silver Lake, they kind of work pretty well for sure. But we've been struggling with length of the car. Position from the driver, you see over there, position from the driver to the tires is pretty far on that car. We've actually cut some out of it. So,
How much have you taken out total?
10 inches.
Yeah.
Took 10 inches out. It started transferring finally.
Definitely made a difference on the way it looked, on the way it was working.
Yeah, you've got a car that looks a little more like John's. It's short now.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how you get
John.
one and done.
You put Johns and Ricks next to each other, you can barely tell them apart now.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. We went from 270.
Especially if we switch motors, I think we should bring them over and do a motor swap.
Oh, yeah, that'd work too. So
yeah.
We went from 278 to 268, so I guess it's still fairly long.
I'm going to tell you right now, you both can't enter the junior program, okay? Even though they're junior dragster.
Yeah. Levi's in junior. Can he run this car behind me?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
If you can detune it to a 5-second pass.
Yeah.
So, well,
John, you're pretty quiet up there. I thought you had some toddies to speed you up.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm revved up. I'm ready.
Let's have it.
I was wondering what Rick's got sitting on top of his blower back there, that little thing.
Oh, that little thing? Oh,
yeah.
Man. That was something I picked up for Pat Goodell on the other side of the state from the funny car driver. And he's decided they wanted to switch out. They went to a carbon fiber forward hat. And Travis Oaks, you guys know Travis.
I love Travis.
He didn't like the looks of that. Yeah, my wife come out the other day and she looked at it. She's like, "Oh, what is that?" It's like, so my wife notices it's kind of bad, you know. So
even she knows.
But does it make you want to take your hat off every time to put it in your trailer?
Yeah, that would do it. But I'll forgo taking my hat on and off to run that little feller there. So. But,
that's kind of like having big nuts with a little, you know.
yeah. It covers the rotor, so it keeps the dirt out. That's what it's doing right now. So,
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, John Trainer, I keep calling you Trainer, not out of disrespect, because we have two Johns on here. So I can say John with an H or John with an not an H. Trainer. But you recently, I don't know if this is public knowledge, but you haven't told me, I can't talk about it, but you also have an upgrade for your motor. Maybe someday.
Oh yeah, I got that Whipple.
You're joining the screw blower life.
Yeah.
You're so nonchalant.
He's like, I got that Whipple.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just, you know, I don't know.
I mean, do you still have the Whipple, or does Jack have the Whipple? That's what I really want.
He's eyeballing it real hard.
He's on his car for next week.
If it ain't bolted on something, he's taking it.
Well, rumor has it Jack's pretty scared because I'm coming down there, and he was trying to figure out a way to get that Whipple to work before I get there.
I heard he was asking John for $100.
He's trying to get a grid on it before the Shelton's race. He's like, I gotta get that on there and make sure I smoke him. So he's pretty wound up. I
don't think he's got much to worry about. He's pretty fast. So, but
I told him they're having a 295 now, and And
Oh,
he
yeah.
said, I don't know if I want to beat my car again down there. I'm probably wait till Shelton.
Did you guys hear that at Cleves this coming weekend? According to John Trainer and the interwebs, where I read it myself, they're having a 295 race next weekend.
They did not hear that. Where did the interweb at?
The new Quick 16.
Yeah, well, don't get me involved with that because I'm not gonna.
Well, I think it was just kind of worded weird, but it said
It was.
616, 295.
What I read was what was the Quick 16 will now be the 295, but it definitely ruffled feathers the way it was put. So whatever. I'm excited about it. I don't think I have. I mean, I hope I got enough to, I can bring a gun to a gunfight, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm sure Trices will bring their dragster out at this point, and is Gums back together again?
No, I don't think so, but you'll probably have a lot of fun just trying to tune to that. That's what's exciting.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. What
do you mean a night to a gunfight? He got a 1471 stuff. It's a SSI mag blower. It's like that ain't a knife.
No, maybe not in like
you're trying to church it up there, Doug.
Maybe I'm churching it up, but currently it has not run anything to be to write home about. How's that?
It's there. It's there.
I think it's coming. Yeah,
it just needs a little finesse.
It needs a little finesse. We need to slow that 100-foot down because the last 200 is working. I think the first 100 foot's just. It's got a mind of its own. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. If it blows out.
Oh, go ahead. When I saw it's going against the wheelie bar so hard, it's knocking the tires off of it. You're riding a wheelie bar.
When we got to the end of the track, John, you were saying, how fast is that tire going right now? Like when we were.
Oh, dude, it was just flying.
The wheelie bar wheel was spinning so hard it was shaking the whole car. I was like,
if it was wet out, you'd have mud tails.
For sure. So, no, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited about that car. I love running the mean one. Like I'll never not run that, but to have this other car to be able to do the 295 class and be able to kind of, leave off a button, that would be nice. If I can figure out how to leave at the right time.
I hope you still red light.
Thanks.
The answer is yes. Last weekend, he still did it.
I did. Yeah.
I think it's another. Is it a Michigan thing, John?
Oh, wow.
Between me and Rick, we've probably given more money away in racing than anybody else.
On red lights this year, yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them that I can come up with in a minute.
Yeah. For sure.
That's the thing.
So we talked a little bit.
Stay away from.
We talked a little bit, or we didn't. Again, this is kind of like a recap of what we did last night because there were some technical difficulties. But Rick has a kind of a nostalgic, special piece of equipment in his barn that means a lot to Rick and a lot of us that know Dave. Talk about your mill a little bit, will you, Rick?
Well, Dave Earl, as some of you guys know, not everybody. He was basically the wizard, in the machines. He's built so many odds and ends pieces for the race car world. Jeff from down there in Louisiana with the bike, help me out. Deal. Yeah, Jeff's. I don't know how fast that thing gone, John.
The nitro bike.
250 something.
254.
257.
257,
I think.
Yeah.
I can look it up, but I can.
But that mill's actually got done parts for that bike on there, and I mean it's kind of crazy. But anyhow, back to Dave Earl. He's recently moved on assisted living. He's having a bit of a go with the Alzheimer's. The memory's not there. It's a shame to see a guy so sharp struggling with that. And but actually moved in, and he's right across the hall from his mother at assisted living. So I suppose, they're having a good time. So yeah, but don't feel short of not giving a call, talking to them. Some of you guys are listening on here. stopping in, see him in Spring Lake, So
Yeah, if you know Dave or if you knew him back in the day, he'd love to see you and have a chat with you. And
He was really famous for his chassis shop and Dave Earl 2-speed rear ends.
Yeah.
Transmission and rear end setup that he built for the Volkswagen setups, man. That was revolutionary back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a pretty big legend actually down in Gravelrama. I was talking to some of the different people down there at Gravelrama, and they're like, shit, hey, Earl, he was always fast down here, So, but anyhow, I ended up with his mill, and I was just showing a wrench on the video. And it's like, this is the first thing he made was a wrench for turning the collets on that mill. And I got a whole load of programs from, you name it, from Mike Goodell to everybody's in that file, on those files in that mill. So it's kind of cool to have that piece of nostalgia. You can build a work around it. I'm not nothing like he was with it, but we make a few parts here. So it's kind of fun to sit out in the garage and just build parts every day.
yeah, when we got to go to work, Rick's having his coffee and going out to the shop and deciding what part he had. Oh,
what do you mean we? Who are you talking about?
wow,
Me
John.
and John and Chum go to work every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do go to work. Maybe not as often as y'all do, but I do go to work.
I've caught him at work before. I talked him in the truck.
He calls me all the time. He's like, what are you doing today? I'm like, I'm trucking here, I'm trucking there. And Rick's like, oh, you do work, don't you? Yep.
I never say that. Come on. No. But yeah, it's like, anyhow, so it's kind of nice. I get my monsters. Now I don't have a coffee. We get the monsters, get rocking and rolling here, and get some stuff done, hopefully.
Okay, I got to throw this in there for me and John Trainer here. Rick also has a trucking background that he doesn't like to talk about or doesn't usually want people to know, but he has been in a truck. He's worked on trucks. He's owned trucks. He doesn't anymore and hasn't for probably, 20, 25 years?
It's been probably 20 years. So I spent, it's not that long, but I spent 27 years in the transportation business.
Did you ever actually drive truck, Rick?
Yeah, here and there a little bit.
No, they never allowed him to drive.
I was gonna say if they put him in there, they probably kicked him out of the way. I seen him driving that motorhome.
He didn't drive, but he didn't drive, but he ate Twinkies, drank Mountain Dew, and smoked cigarettes like the best of them.
Oh man.
Yeah, chocolate covered donuts.
That's right, chocolate covered donuts.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's probably why I got diabetes now.
My mom calls it the sugar.
The sugar, yeah.
You get the sugar. You got the sugar.
Yeah.
You get the sugars.
And John, you drive pretty much every day except for Fridays before races, right?
I run on Fridays a lot, but sometimes I get out of it.
I try to drive Fridays, but something's wrong with my truck. It doesn't run good on Fridays.
Yeah, mine definitely.
It's got calendar syndrome.
It does too. Only on days that end in Y.
Yeah.
But so, John, we talked a little bit too about your car. Do you think you will try to push that chassis anymore, or are you thinking you're at your limit? You're going to try to get a longer car for the new Whipple and your
I looked at a longer car, but I kind of like my car and it's working decent. I mean, I don't think me driving it, I'll get real crazy. I mean, I'm a heavier driver. And maybe if I put the Whipple on there and we get stuck in a heads-up situation, I might try to turn it up and see what it would do. But that's about it. I
don't think I'd be afraid of you being a little bit bigger than Jack. Like, I mean, the car you're still probably lighter than my car.
I know, but 100 pounds is a lot of. You get a lot of speed out of that.
What does that car weigh? Do you know offhand the way it is now?
I don't know right now. I'm not sure right now.
All right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't limit yourself. I'd put that blower on there and go out there and swing for it. I wouldn't be afraid of it at all, with you in it or not.
Yeah, I'm hoping to put it on and get with a low tune, run a 95, not pushing it hard, and just kind of baby it along. And then, I want to get crazy, we can, and I'll try it. Don't trust me. I'll get crazy if I need to.
Yeah.
I know. I remember you told me at Michigan that when I red lit against you last time, you're like, what do you think if I turn the distributor this much? How much degrees is that on the timing? And then we saw how many degrees that was when you let all the magic out of your motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was enough. You got the timing about 1 degree off.
If they would have had some real, if them thread inserts wasn't in the block, it probably would have made some steam.
I think so too.
It
JD
makes
Weld isn't what it
steam.
used to be, is it?
No.
What's
That
your-
did have JB Weld on. One of the head bolts was so bad. That was my son, oldest boy's old nitrous motor that I let him run. And it actually, one of the head bolts was so bad it stripped out when we was putting it together when he ran it. So I took a piece of wire and welded it to a nut and put it through the water jacket and screwed the stud down through the nut and put it back.
Oh,
So it was patched up pretty good.
it's getting creative, for sure.
Yeah, well, it's, race season, and what are you gonna do?
What's your personal best with your car?
I don't know. It said I ran an 89 down there at Cleves.
89. That was when we were racing together, was it?
No, that was down there at this last race.
Okay. So 89, you don't have a Whipple on there yet. Doug's got how many pounds on the front of your car to keep it down, Doug?
100 right now.
Okay. There you go, John. No excuse, buddy.
Yeah,
300 pounds.
Time to unleash the beast.
I'm only running 26 or 7% over and 29 degrees timing right now. So that's not very much.
You got a new motor though, better motor now, don't you?
Yeah, it's a lot better. It's pretty bulletproof compared to my old one. So I should be able to do pretty good. I think it's 525 cubic inch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, speaking of new motors, I know a guy that's getting a new motor too.
Yeah.
Is he on this podcast?
He looks like right next door to me here on this thing.
Yeah.
Checker flag.
Yeah, that motor sitting behind me is actually going to go up for sale. It's Brad Anderson with version 5 heads on it. And then I got another Brad Anderson I'm selling with version 8 heads on it. So got a couple motors for sale.
Yeah, 2 of them for sale.
Yeah.
You got any good Chevy motors for sale?
Is that an oxymoron? Good Chevy?
Oh my word.
Really? Is that? Oh, yeah. You actually have a Chevy motor sitting over there. It's a pretty nice piece too. But
Will you sell it?
I don't know. That was really saved for my Camaro. So
I heard that you keep that motor around there just to try to keep your Hemis in line, so they know that you got something better just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a turbocharger on the twin turbos on that. So 88.
No,
Yeah.
get rid of that.
Yeah. So I definitely like the blower after having a turbo car before this.
Yeah.
Pretty big change for sure. So, so
No, that's just an instant power,
with
Yeah.
Are there any Hemi motors that hold records anywhere?
Oh boy.
No, I don't mean like just track record, measly little track records or nothing. But like, what is there a Hemi is the Hemi on the world record right now?
Gary
Think
Mink,
so.
alcohol dragster.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
kind of motor is that?
That's a Hemi. For each
As
race.
Hemi.
Yep. And then Jim Hammond's right there. He went actually a little faster and broke a rear end, couldn't back it out. So he's been below that record. So he's still chasing that record too.
I was just curious. I honestly didn't know. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Sean?
Longero.
Keith
Landreau.
Yeah,
Line, that
like-
dude was cool, man. I remember him out in AV when we raced at the AV.
Yeah. Didn't he end up doing the V8? He did a lot of Volkswagen.
He didn't
stuff.
need the extra 2 cylinders.
No,
No, he just had the V6 on nitro, man. That thing was amazing.
Was that okay?
I mean, we would go out there and run him, and I went out there with Bailey. We were in Yuma, Arizona. We were running like 2.9s and 2.8s, and there's Landro busting out 250s and 260s, you know. And I remember one of his 60-foot times on a 260 pass for Landro, and it was a sandy track there. His 60-foot time on a 260 pass is a 132.
132?
Yeah. He was amazed out the back door. My God, that thing mile an hour.
Yeah. The coolest name for a car, though.
150 mile an hour, you know, every time.
Oh.
Coolest name for a car ever.
Too Shy.
Too Shy. And if you guys don't know who Keith Landro is, he run a 6-cylinder. So Too Shy, meaning too shy of the
and current A fuel record holder at a 247.
Is that right?
Yes. So that is his record, still standing. He almost lost it to Mario Tavares last year, but
yeah, Mario sold that motor. I guess some guy had to have it.
Yeah, some guy had to have it, man.
In a different country, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I think he told me that too. So.
I just haven't seen it out yet. I don't know if they've actually got it set up in a car yet. I haven't really seen anything. We don't have a really good reporter down there.
Yeah.
So they've been so random with the track moves and everything. I mean, if you paid attention to Puerto Rico the last 3 or 4 years, they've been having land battles trying to set tracks up. So
yeah, I think there's movement. I think people are getting excited about, the alcohol cars, the Shites, both Shites, I think are putting something together at this point. There was a new guy that showed up at the track the other day. Well, not a new guy, but a new ride.
New car, new racer at our track.
Yeah. What's his name, you guys?
It was Brock, I think, was driving it.
Ricky Sorg said it was TJ Fueling.
No, the guy that registered was Brock Wright. Was his name?
Okay.
He's racing a truck there, and then he came out and actually won the competition.
Yeah,
right?
The quick 16.
Yeah, first time out with his car, won it, and I think it was a 3.0.
3.0 was his fastest pass, and that was his first.
3.003 was his first full 300-foot pass, right, chum?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a couple short passes earlier in the day that day.
It was still rolling like a 350, which was pretty impressive.
This is a cool looking car.
He was hitting it to like 150 foot, and he was still rolling to 350, 3.8.
I will always love that style body on a car like that. That's freaking cool. What do you call that? A coupe or something? What would that be called?
Like a Model T or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fiat or
maybe it's a Fiat. I don't know. It's the same.
Coupe. That's more of a coupe.
Same body that one of the is it which Berg Tucker or
I don't want them. I get them mixed up.
Yeah, those guys are great too. I'm so glad
they're a freaking riot. Yeah. In fact, we will see one of those guys at Shelton's.
That's cool.
I've been in talks with them, so.
So one of his passes, he went down. He went way long on the track. I'm like, hey, will you use your parachute? He's like, I have to go fast enough to use the parachute. It was like his 306 pass. I'm like, okay. Trees are down there, though.
That's why he keeps ending up right at the very end every time.
I've seen that too.
Back to them tracks out west. Are some of them tracks faster than what we have around here? I hear about people being out there and making some pretty fast passes.
Yeah.
I mean, Brookville is very comparable surface. I think it's just how they address the track is different.
I don't know. Is it that Dome? I was out at Dome Valley just this last winter and watched the ice. It was pretty impressive at Dome Valley. I'll tell you. Looks like a lot of hook, and the track looked a little smoother than Brookville, and it was definitely a nice prep track. There's a lot of shutdown there. And I guess Elsinore, they're trying to get everything together insurance-wise and permits and everything with the city. And Elsinore will be running this year too, it sounds like. So those are 2 hooking fast tracks. And then Thunder Valley in Oklahoma is pretty fast. Russ Bailey, his wife, and her brothers own that track. So,
Sieg.
Yeah. So that's
Jeff Sieg.
Yeah, that's a nice one too.
So there's one person that hasn't said a whole lot tonight, and we touched on it the other day on our rehearsal for this thing. And there's a new car coming out for next year. Chum, you want to tell us a little bit about your combo and what you're doing?
So right now I'm building up a 5.3 LS turbo. I'm putting it in the old Grinch chassis of Doug's. Trying to get that all situated and working on it right now. So got a lot of boxes.
And what are you hoping to do? What'd you say? I'm sorry.
So I have a lot of boxes coming in.
Hope you have them shipped to the neighbors so the wife don't find out.
I'll start sending them to work.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Send him to Doug. That way he gets in trouble.
Oh,
No, I get so much Amazon here, she wouldn't even know. Speaking of that, not to get off subject too much, but I was over at Rick's the other day, and a box came in for Phyllis, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I got a box!" Usually everything that comes here is for Rick.
Yeah. I gotta say, my wife puts up a lot of stuff. She's
She is
good. Yep.
That woman is a saint.
Yep. She's been at races since the beginning with us. I mean, like I said, 2 weeks old, she drags her firstborn kid into the tower and does the numbers up there.
well, hey,
You know?
I just figured out when I start racing who's going to take over my job.
Phyllis can do it.
Yeah, we're going to put her back up there.
Yeah. You might.
But no, about Chum, everybody, I mean, not everybody, but anybody that wants to, we've been kind of like trying to help. He gave it a new nickname. What is it?
The Grinch leftovers.
The Grinch leftovers. So we had a bunch of parts from my cars. Rick's been helping out. There's other people. I think Josh Gooddale's helped out. But do you have a list of things you're looking for?
One of the big things, I'm still looking for injectors. I did get a flex plate. I found out there's a bunch of them in a garage next to me. Fuel pump, I got to figure out that still, and a lot of it's just little odds and ends, like all the end fittings, stuff like that. So,
What injectors you need?
I was told between probably a 1200 cc to a 1550 cc, right in there, depending on how much boost and stuff we decide to put into it.
Are you running LS or something?
Yeah, gonna try and run on E85. Be a little bit budget friendly.
You need like some Bosch 210s or something.
Yeah, I'd do it. Those are good ones, aren't they, John? The Bosch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they're too unreasonable price wise, are they?
Well, this is when you got to buy a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
You still need tires too?
Yeah, tires. That's my other thing. Between a 33 and a 34. But I might have some that I can use for temporary. So.
We lost Sorg.
He's over there rattling around and something. He fell
out of his booster chair.
Yeah.
Jerky, teriyaki jerky,
Is that gum jerky or no?
peppered beef jerky.
Right, but did it come from Cody?
No, it came from Old Trapper.
I can't believe you would come on this show, one of our homies that makes jerky, and prep or rep somebody else's meat.
Whoa, yeah. That's a very good point.
I know. We love Cody Gum and all of his meats.
Yeah.
All of me.
Wait a minute. He makes jerky?
Dude, you had some at Brookville that was pretty spot on.
It was
He's
legit.
a quarter mile from me, and I didn't know that.
Yeah. We fell in love with his Geta, and then he started passing his jerky meat around the other night or last time we were there, and it was real good. So
He makes
Hopefully
his
he'll
Deer jerky,
wings.
I'm assuming.
His
What?
wings are good.
Deer jerky?
He makes some real good smoked wings sometimes on Sundays and stuff. I don't know if he's still doing it.
nice.
We go up there and get them.
John, you said you got the old bucket of bolts back together for Jack the truck, right? I forgot what you guys called it, but
Well, he did. He's been working on it all day. Well, at Brookville, he blew the yoke apart on the transmission and knocked the trans brake solenoid off. So he got over there and welded it back on, welded the case, put it back on, and put a new yoke on it. And then he put his doghouse on today. So he's pretty excited about it.
good. So he bring both cars, or is he just going to bring the truck?
He's gonna take truck tomorrow to Brookville, and then I don't know what he's doing for Cleves yet. I'd say he'll probably take his truck to Cleves, but he might get wild and want to take that older because you're down there.
Nice. I mean, if he don't, I understand if he's scared. It's not a big deal.
That's what I think it is.
I thought this race was going to be at Shelton's, but you might be able to get him.
To be fair, I wish it wasn't. I hope it is at Shelton because that'll give me a weekend to get my stuff in a group, as they say.
Yeah, and yeah, it would be. It's going to be pretty interesting. I think that's going to be a pretty good match. You know.
I hope so. I hope my little small block can.
I hope he's on next week for the young guns.
You know, we should try to do something like that again, grudge racing.
Yeah.
Where we did, like, back in the day with PTM, we used to go out and have a call out. Like, Rick might say, I want to call out Doug, and they'll run off, you know, for a Friday night feature just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
I called out Blake Cole in Michigan.
That would be fun.
Yeah, we did something like that. You called me out that one race, John.
Yeah, I did, and that didn't work out for me.
No.
So is there anybody you want to call out at Cleves? Anybody?
That's a good one.
I mean,
I'll tell you who I don't want to call out right now is Carson Combs.
That's what I was going to say. You should nut up and bet 100 and call him out first pass.
All right,
first
Carson.
pass off the trailer or second pass?
Well, you know, first actual.
I go
Like
for a second pass.
Like at Brookville, sometimes they'll be like, anybody want to call? Like, I don't know if it was their money race or what. They'd be like, anybody want to call anybody out before we make this ladder or whatever? And it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Carson Combs, if you're listening, John Sorg is talking all kinds of crap about you and wants to run you first off the trailer next weekend. I heard it. Trainer.
Post actual, because you got to get a dial in.
All right. We'll give him a dial in for crying out loud. But
they're bracket racers. They got to have dial in.
See, that's what I hate about bracket racing. I really prefer heads up. So
that's because you don't know how to bracket race yet.
Isn't there a 4.0 index at Last Blast? We could just put them both together there.
Doug, you want to call Kathy out first?
I'm not running Carson Combs on a 4.0 index anymore.
No, I want to stay away from Kathy, okay?
Yeah, they keep bringing our rivals up, Doug.
Yeah, sorry. I stir the pot and then it gets stirred at me. So.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, John, do you think we could have a rematch of your final at the last Speeders race, you and Cody Trice?
Oh, yeah. I'd like to do that.
And then the winner just pays the other one back the money you guys split.
Ooh, that's a lot.
I'm just kidding. You keep your money. We need the money to operate.
Race truck.
Yeah. We need the money to operate these race crews race teams that we're running. So
yeah.
But no, this is episode 3 of the Dirt. We're calling it Garage Talk. We do a little video tour of somebody we highlight, and we're hoping that this takes off. So if you guys are watching, enjoy this, and you enjoy our little, I don't know what you want to call this, just giving each other the business out here. Let us know in the comments, and we're going to try to keep this deal rolling. Kind of been a dream of mine to talk about the dirt behind dirt drag racing, and I feel like that's what we're doing, and maybe someday we can get paid to do it.
That'd be way cool.
If not, I'm going to keep doing it because I can hang out, have a few beers with my buddies, and talk about racing.
You could be the Diane Sawyer of sand drags.
That's been my dream of my whole life, to be the Diane Sawyer of sand.
I think next time we need to see some stuff in Ohio. You get that handle there, John, Trainer?
Trainer, you're up next, bud.
Well, I think that's where your young guns are going to come from, aren't they?
Actually, don't be cussing at my buddy John Trainer. He lives in Indiana, not Ohio.
Oh,
No, I'm right on the line.
Yeah, you're on.
I always say that to him too, and they look at me funny, like it's not Ohio.
I used to be a Buckeye.
Did you?
Yeah, that's where I started racing. All my buddies that are from Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah, we get some people like Otis and Traces, and I'd like to see what they're up to in the winter too. So.
Me too.
I would like to see what everybody's.
Otis ain't going to be no young gun.
No, next week's next video. It's not next week, but the next video will be Young Guns, and I believe we're getting Carson Combs, Wade Pruitt, Jack Trainer. Hopefully, if he's not, too nervous. Who else? What's that?
Jared Wilkie.
Yep. And I thought we had 5 guys, so I can't remember now. But
Blaine.
Looking for Blaine Mullins. Yeah.
Yep.
So it'd be fun to have that. But after that, I would love to see. I'll never probably get invited to Trice's shop, so I'm gonna have to have you go there and take a video.
Oh, they'll let you when you're down here.
They don't let me in. I don't get to go in everybody's shop. Rick lets me in because he can't get rid of me. I'm like family over here.
I think it's Doug's parts store.
Rick would be bored if you didn't come over there.
I know. That's why he keeps all the extra parts around for me to come in.
Yeah.
He does too. He's like, hey, Douglas.
Yep, he's like, oh, you need a new AN fitting? Come over here. This guy has probably got more AN fittings in stock than Lane Automotive, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's like A&A's largest distributor.
And in the words of Squirrely Dan on Letterkenny, that's what I appreciate about you.
Shoot.
I guess you got to watch Letterkenny to get that one.
Yeah, I had to watch that, apparently.
It's pretty funny. So, all right. Well, does anybody have any closing thoughts? We got about 4.5 minutes. We can talk about anything you want to talk about.
Just excited to see the one on the Young Guns.
Me too.
I am
That's
too.
gonna be good. That's going to be good.
Pretty cool. Maybe they'll call out each other.
Well, that's what I like to see. You know what? Bring one of them on to call me out. Let's do it.
I hope they do, and then it takes the pressure off me having to beat Jack.
That's fun. I like the grudge match and stuff. That really is a lot of fun. It gets a lot of good hype. And
It is.
shit, me and Blake went for $1,000.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you have to borrow that 1,000 from Blake or no?
No, but I had to borrow his car to beat him.
Did
car
you beat him?
Run was broke, so he's like, "Hey, jump into mine if you want to try it, drive it." So I jumped in the Allard. He jumped in the Trump truck, and I beat him in the Allard the first time I ever drove. But I had to have somebody start the damn thing up because I couldn't see the switches.
Well, I guess we only have 1 minute. So, Rick, thank you again for letting us see the inside of your shop and all your stuff, and thank you all you guys.
Enjoyable. Thank you.
It's been a good time. If anybody ever gets to the point where they want to sponsor this show, just hit us up and let us know, and John will be glad to take your money.
Yeah.
Which one?
Trainer.
All of us. Yeah,
Sure, any of it.
Trainer wants some money, right, John?
All right, you guys have a great evening. Thanks for spending your Friday night with me.
Thank you.
Yeah. See y'all.